Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Rick and this is Rick's Garage. Today we're going to be talking about the Ducati 1199 Pingle. I'm not sure how this is pronounced. It is from Tamiya. It's a 127 scale model. Normally I build diecast models, 1/8 scale diecast models, but in between receiving the build parts for those kits, I thought I would start to build a motorcycle, a plastic kit, and I chose this motorcycle basically for two reasons. One, I saw this on the World of Wane channel. He built a 127, or excuse me, it's a 1/4 scale of this model, all out of die-cast metal. I'll put a picture of the build on screen, and also show you the contrast of what, how big this model really is. And it was a marvelous build. I think he's still building it. It's taking quite a few weeks to build this on his channel, and he's doing a marvelous job. It's all done in metal. And another guy on a channel called Plasmo, he did the same exact kit, same exact build from Tamiya, and he kicked it up a notch. He actually put LEDs, working LEDs in this model. I'm not going to do that. I am going to build it as you see it here. At least I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to come as close as I possibly can to the way that on the Plasmo channel, and I'll put a link in the descriptions to his video for this bike. Now, what he did do is that he did do some upgrades, or modifications. He did put carbon fiber on the fender here. He used different types of paint, and he also did a couple other modifications. And I'm going to show you a little bit of what he did, or what he's using, and what I bought to also modify this kit. So let's take a look at it. Inside, we'll put this aside here. Now, it does come with rubber wheels, and in rubber, there's always a mold line that goes down the center of the tire here. And what I've been doing is I've been very slowly removing that mark by using some sanding sticks. This one here is an 1800 grit, and this one here is a, what is this, 2400 grit. And what I do is I just go over the tire and roll it around and around and around until I don't see that line anymore, and then I will then smooth it out with an 1800 grit. And then the other thing that I do is I use a rubber dressing. Now, this came from Grill's Garage. I have no connection with Grill's Garage whatsoever. I just happen to love their products. I use them on our cars for detailing, for cleaning. It's a great company. They're here in the United States. They're based in Spokane, Washington, I believe. And I'll put a link in the descriptions where you can get this on the Grill's Garage website. But take a look at his website. He's got a lot of great car products. And what I do is, let me take this box away for a little bit, is I get a microfiber towel, and then I put a little bit of the dressing here on the towel, and then I run tire along the towel like so, and it cleans off the tire. This is what you would put on the tires of your car too, by the way, or any type of vinyl that you got inside the car. And it cleans up the tire pretty well. And it also helps hide the mark that the sanding did. And it leaves a little bit of a wear on the tire, as if it was natural wear and tear of a tire that's been on the road. And I did the same thing on the smaller tires, where you can see these tires are pretty well different in size. And so that's what I've been doing on that for stage one. And again, I'll put a link in the descriptions on this, but this is a great product. The other thing, let's take a look at the interior here of all the parts. It does come with some metal parts. It does have some screws, very, very tiny screws. They do give you a screwdriver and a couple of other metal parts, and some tubing here for the oil, and a couple of other details that they give you in the kit. And these are the sprues, which is typical for Tamiya to be very detailed on their sprues and on their parts and their molding. And here's the other here, very detailed. You can even see the grid lines here in the air vents. And of course we have this. which is the white sprue. This is for the white outer part of the motorcycle, and it's got the muffler over here, the tailpipe, and so on. And then it's got the cowl over here where the headlights are. I believe that what this piece here is, that they got stapled to the side, is this piece right here on the bike. Okay. And then it comes with the decals on this side, and then over here they give you some templates in order to put onto these parts here so that we can create this paint design. All right, so that's what comes with the kit, and of course you have your plastic parts as well. Okay, now that's what comes with the kit. What you'll see on the Plasmo channel is that he also is using a couple of these upgrades or these modifications, and I will put a link in the description to where I bought these. This is the carbon fiber decals, and the carbon fiber decal would be the decals that would go onto, bring this over, on top of this right here to make this a carbon fiber. And then we have the detail setup, and what this is metal. These are stamped metal. This is not photo etched. These are actually, this actually altogether has a pretty good weight to it. And I'll be adding these these metal stamp parts to the bike as the build goes on, and it even has parts here to make an actual chain. The chain that comes with the build is just plastic, which is this right here. This is just a plastic piece right here. But what I'm going to do on this, and you'll see it also on the Plasmo channel, is that we can actually create an actual chain here with actual metal parts. And this is going to take a long time. I think there's like 200 parts to make this chain. And then included in here, you have all the chain parts. You know, these little tiny pieces right here have got to go inside for the chain. You got the brackets right here, the sprockets, and a couple of other metal parts that are in here as well. There's even springs that are going to eventually go onto the muffler or the tailpipe. It does come with some instructions or guides on how to put everything together right here. And here's the chain section here. So I'm going to be doing that, which is what he did on his channel as well. So I'm going to try to copy his channel, the way he did the bike, as best as I possibly can. So I'm going to give myself a challenge. How close can I come to the quality that he did? Probably not too close, but we'll see how close I can get. And whether or not I did a really good job or not, I'm going to leave it up to those of you that see this video. Please put a comment into the descriptions on what you think the completed build is. Whether or not I did a good job, great job, or come close. Now, the one thing that on the Plasmo channel that he did not do is that he did not make a modification. He did make a modification for the spokes, but what I'm doing on this is that these are metal parts. These are actual metal parts that are going to go on the bike. This is for the spokes. Bring this back over again so you can see the color picture. What these are here is what this is, and a couple of other metal parts that go onto that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this dial-up kit that is specific for this motorcycle. I'll put a link in the descriptions on where I got this. But these are metal parts, and if you know me, I love putting metal onto kits. I love building a kit with tiny screws, 1mm screws, 0.5mm screws. Trying to build a kit without any glue, die-cast metal is the reason why I enjoy those type of kits. But this is plastic, and we're going to add some metal to it to make the bike a little bit more realistic. So as I go on through the build, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a series of videos, and we'll start off with, what I should say too is on the instructions it does give you a paint list of everything. This is a Tamiya model, so they're all going to list the recommended Tamiya paints. I'm not going to use all Tamiya. When I deviate from the Tamiya, I will make a note of that in the video, and also where I purchased that particular paint. This is the beginning of the stage of the build. It's very simple, as you can see. It's not all that complicated. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit here for the pictures. There we go. So there are, right off the bat, I'm going to be doing some modifications to this. I am going to be using parts that come from this dial-up kit, and I am going to be applying it to one of these parts here. I think it's this one right here, where I'm going to put a plate that's going to have the more up-to-date labeling that's for that particular piece. And then I'll put it all together, I'll do the painting and so forth, and then I'll show you the after effects, or the end result. And then I'll make another video as well when we get to this stage, which is stage 2, and then of course with stage 3, and all the way down to the very end, which I believe this has 25 stages. Yes, or 24 stages. 25 really, if you want to count this stage here, where it tells you where to put all the decals on the outside of the bike. So that's my plan. That's what I plan on doing. See how close I can come to the Plasmo channel on how he did his bike. He is a master builder. He does just terrific work. He is very, very good at what he does. And his video sort of like inspired me. And then when you add the World of Wane channel on building the diecast model, the 1:4 scale, just edified the fact that this really pushed me to want to do to build this in a plastic kit, and see how far I can come to my challenge, or how close I can come. So that's it. That's what I'm going to be doing. Look forward to some builds coming out real soon. The Shelby Cobra will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Next month that build will be done, and then also in the next couple of weeks or 3 weeks you'll be getting I'll be updating the video for the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger, and I'll also be doing another one for the IXO Porsche 917 KH. So this is the build that I'm going to do out of plastic. Zoom back out here so you can see the whole thing, and hopefully we can I'll have a really great bike when it's all done. I'm also going to do a diorama for this, and hopefully it'll come out great. Okay, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, have a great day and have fun in your workshop.